In this video, I'd like to talk about the math question of the day for March 3rd, 2023. And we need to solve this equation for x. We have a linear equation here. So at this point, go ahead and pause the video. If you have a knowledge of Algebra 1, you should be able to solve this problem. So pause the video when you're ready, unpause the video, and we can go through this together. Now, assuming that you have attempted the problem, let's work through this together. And if you do have suggestions for future questions of the day, feel free to leave those as a comment down below. Now, we're solving this equation for x, but x is on both sides of the equation and it's within parentheses. So the general strategy is that when you see parentheses, you can distribute to get rid of them. Now, if we did have fractions, we might want to get rid of those first. It's really a matter of preference. But in general, when you see parentheses, you can distribute to get rid of those. So let's apply that distribution. We have minus 3 times x, which is just minus 3x. Minus 3 times minus 6 would be plus 18. Here we get 2x, and 2 times negative 6 would be negative 12. Now we can simplify. We have like terms on the left-hand side. We have minus 3x, and 5 plus 18 would just be 23. And we'll just rewrite this right-hand side. Now, we have variables on both sides of the equation, so we need to move them to one side. And my general advice is to move them to the side with more of that variable, and that way you can avoid negative numbers. But if you move everything to the left, that's fine as well. So let's add 3x to cancel out this subtraction. We get 23 is 5x minus 12, and we've reduced this to a two-step equation where we need to isolate our variable terms. So let's get rid of the minus 12. We can add 12 to each side so that we get 23 plus 12, which is 35. This is equal to 5x. We divide everything by 5 to cancel out that multiplication to find that x should be 7. But at this point, we do want to check our work. We're going to plug x equals 7 back into our equation and see if it makes sense. So we have 5 minus 3 times 7 minus 6. And this should be equal to 2 times 7 minus 6. So in both cases, this is just 1. So we get 5 minus 3 times 1 is equal to 2 times 1. But this is true. 5 minus 3 is 2, which means we can feel very confident that this x value of 7 is in fact the correct answer.